We're back for last round today, the 11th round, and we'll be following Grischuk against Peter Svidler. So far we have not seen any of Peter's game, but they are sharing. Grischuk has 7 points and Peter has 6.5, but they are both fighting for top places, so let's follow.
Yeah, that's a strange situation.
Game.
We have only 4 players above 50%. Shahryar Mamediyarov far ahead of the field, and these two guys are still in top 4. Alexander Grischuk has started the tournament in very confident way, but then, okay, in last 3 rounds, he scored only 1 point. And Peter Svidler is just going step by step, always close to leading group, sometimes losing more points than he's
supposed
to, yeah, but still there will be an interesting game. I remember there was one in the last round of Russian Super Final, I think 2 years ago, when Alexander Grischuk lost with white. Very painful loss for him. Well, now it will be definitely an interesting game between the 2 players in the leading group, just to define what will be the situation before the second half of the tournament, which is gonna start tomorrow. Well, it's a bit long break before the first move.
Peter thinking.
Yes, Peter thinking what?
And we already started the game.
Trompovsky or? No,
No.
Trompovsky.
Not allowing.
Yeah, now Bishop G5 is not the best possible move to play. Yeah, Knight F3. Bishop G4, no,
Just King's Indian.
Just.
Or maybe there is no knight on f6, so Peter might go to some sidelines with e5 or knight c6.
He might even opt for Dutch.
Or Dutch.
No Dutch this day, okay.
e5.
Yeah, some tricky lines are still possible. So, well.
White has many options.
Why, I think e4 or
e4
g3.
or g3, yeah.
Because I don't think that exchanging queens in this
E4.
situation brings too much. Yeah.
e4 and
Yeah.
Peter just goes
Old
for
firm
this
here to line.
structure. Knight e7,
H4,
h4,
H5
yeah.
is very, very unpleasant treatment here. But the only problem is that white has to know precisely the forced lines which can arise. Oh yes. This is fairly critical. I think that assessment in general is more or less positive for white, but he has to play,
So far,
play precisely. And okay, it's not like
both of the players are in their book.
Yes. By now it looks like both are well prepared, but in general, black position does not make very good impression. I think that, okay, it might be used in Blitz as a surprised weapon, but in general I would not recommend this line
For a classical game.
for black. Yes, and looks like Peter is also not very much happy with his choice. Something like, as far as I remember, Queen D7 or something like that. Well.
Knight f5, it gets a bit sharp. Now white has to decide what to do with the knight on d4. And to open up the diagonal, knight c6, b6.
Knight c6, b6, and the problem, and knight c6, but knight c6 we have also to think about knight e3.
Knight e3 also.
Yes, this is a problem. And knight f5, bishop f5 somehow helps black to develop. Oh yeah, another option is bishop g5 probably. Bishop g5.
Bishop g5 is very interesting.
Yeah, the possibility not
Option.
to forget about, just to
Queen
bring
d7,
queen to d7.
maybe knight f6 then.
And
Yes, bishop g5, queen d7, knight b5.
Knight b5, even more.
Even
Yeah, it looks now,
better
yes,
move.
yes, yes. It looks now that black setup is rather artificial.
Yeah, queen on d7, it's a bit awkward, and knight on b5 actually keeps an eye on c7 pawns, so it won't be very easy to develop for black. Ideally, he would like to develop and make long castle.
Yeah, that's what. But okay, with bishop on g5, it's
Yeah.
a bit too early to speak about queenside
Long castle,
castle.
yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like black will have to find some tricks to complete his development. Not so easy at all. Not so easy at all.
White's position seems to be pleasant
Yes,
so far,
white is doing very well, but at the moment,
and Peter has to find some way to develop.
yes, the time situation is not very painful for Alexander Grischuk, what is more or less usual story now. He did not spend too much. Peter has to find some way out of here.
Queen f7, bishop e6 looks
Well,
normal.
yes, queen e7, bishop e6 is natural, but the problem is what the next move. Okay, the next move is a
Maybe white also would like to castle long. Let's say queen goes somewhere, maybe to b3? No, queen d2.
to d2, I think, yeah. Yeah, now
Long castle, and it is very difficult for me to
c4
go for queenside castle.
c4 is hanging, but somehow, okay, this,
Maybe we'll get in some trouble.
it's just critical moment, because if not bishop c4, then, well,
Yes, bishop c4 and rook e1. This is very interesting. Now
a lot of things are
knight
hanging.
d6 is a big threat.
King f8 is more or less only. Yes, but now it's not clear.
It gets very double-edged.
Yes, it's not clear what was Alexander thinking, just sacrificing this pawn. So looks like, well, but there must be some tactics in there. There must be some tactics,
King
although
is very weak,
yes, king at
very exposed, and white's king is very safe
g4
on
or something.
queenside.
G4 maybe. I think that it just must be. It must be something here. Okay, bishop h6 is nothing, because just knight take h6, queen h6, bishop g7.
And there are no more checks, so it helps black to consolidate.
Yes, but Alexander
G4,
just
maybe
took-
take, and then rook h1, bishop g7, it's a bit, or king g8, maybe
yeah,
bishop
it doesn't
g8,
it does not look especially dangerous for black after all. Well, I think bishop g7, so
yeah, I think
what then?
that's what black actually wanted. Bishop, bishop, this is interesting, but it's not dangerous. King g7 and rook h8
Okay,
is probably...
Of course it's dangerous, but it's
there
a
is
bit,
no rook h8, bishop f6, right?
yes, it's a bit too late to think in such categories here, because okay, of course black's king is very much exposed, but
But how do you attack? This is the question.
yes, but the knights are jumping all the way.
Knight b4 maybe, knight e5 also,
95.
heading for d3 square. I like knight e5.
Yes.
G4, knight f3, so it also keeps the g2 pawn on its place.
Actually, it looks like Peter managed to survive it. Okay, still I feel that there should be something. Well, now he can even exchange queens, but
Queen
maybe it's not the right moment to do so, because after queen d3, knight d5 is coming. But knight d5 might be an unpleasant threat in any case. So once more, still The knights are well centralized, but the black king is very
Very
far
exposed.
from safety. Yeah.
That's right. Queen d3 still, and
And knight d5
knight
now, I think.
d5 probably is to follow. Bishop f6 and rook h7 after knight d5 also looks quite dangerous.
Yeah, this is a major threat. Although I don't know. Okay, rook c8, then bishop f6,
f6.
king f7, rook h7.
Bishop e6, yeah?
Just
King e6, sorry.
going for. But what to do after bishop f6?
Oh. Bishop f6, king f7,
Rook h7.
king e6.
Then knight
And
c7
knight
is a fork.
c7, oh.
But then, okay, is it more?
Whoa.
No, Alexander.
g4.
Alexander goes his way. Maybe he's right. What is
Maybe first g4, knight d4, it's not a move. Knight g3 is a bit awkward.
the knight g3 is very strange. Well,
Knight f6, I think this loses a piece. Rook e2, just gf.
or rook h7
Rook
first,
h7 and
and then gf.
then gf.
Yeah. Yeah, very painful loss for Peter Svidler. It was everything far
Yeah.
from clear, but then he somehow collapsed very easily.